Hey everyone, I am here with your weekly update, and I know I'm early, but please watch this immediately all the way through. Your department updates will come on time this week. It's just me that's early today. So I'm going to jump on in. We have a big meeting this week. Following our big announcement last week, we have our NVA transition team coming to answer all those great questions that you have and tell us about plans and expectations for next year. So that meeting is Tuesday the 18th. That's tomorrow at noon in our daycare room. And I want to make sure that everybody understands that you have to be there unless it's been arranged that you're going to be working elsewhere in the practice, or unless you've made arrangements with your supervisor to be excused from that meeting. Otherwise, I'm counting on everybody's presence in person at that meeting. It is a requirement. So be sure that you're there on time. We will provide lunch for you. We're going to have sandwiches, chips, and waters and things. So you'll be well fed. Just be on time and we'll take care of the rest. The next thing that I wanted to share is we are facing another very busy week and a half at the resort. The drop-offs and check-ins at the resort really start picking up on Wednesday this week. So I kind of like to remind everybody of this. If you have 2, 3, 5 minutes of free time on upwards of that, please go check in at the resort, find team members and ask how you can help. Quick tasks to remember that you can do is doing dishes, filling water bottles, loading and unloading the dishwasher, helping to clean and scoop yards, those types of things. If you have more time to invest, agreeing to do a playtime for a pet, those are all good activities for you, resort team, to be ready to hand off to other nurses, other support team, customer care team, that kind of thing. So be aware of that. It's very busy. Also be aware that the busyness definitely affects our lobby flow, because we have a lot of pets coming in and those take up a lot of desk space. So people who are checking out, if you can check out from the room, that's a great choice if you know ahead of time that the lobby is busy. Also, clients have a hard time parking. So we as team members have to park in the gravel lot to allow more space on the paved parking lot. And then also our hospital team, especially to be aware, try and help clients out to their car because they may be battling with traffic or worried about other traffic coming into the parking lot. It definitely helps to do that. And then don't forget that we can utilize our, I call it our second front door. That's the door that's kind of outside of rooms 5 and 6, that you can utilize that if you have a client who's checked out in the room. They can bypass the whole front desk and just go ahead and exit through that door with your help. And those things really do help to save some time and some congestion in the lobby for sure. Also, don't forget that you can step in and help in the lobby, because with that extra congestion, sometimes clients are coming in for what I call like an over-the-counter sale. Maybe they're just getting retail items like food or treats or picking up meds that they've called in. And you can definitely help to expedite by asking them what they need, trying to put that in their hands and kind of line them up so that the customer care team who's at the desk can quickly check people out. It helps with again, the flow of things. And then the last area that you can definitely help is answer the phones. That really frees up customer care team who would maybe catch those things otherwise, or call center team who could otherwise step forward out of the call center and help to keep things moving really fluidly at the front desk. So all those things, all hands on deck, kind of in that priority order even, really help us around the holidays. All right, so going forward, the next thing that I would tell you to be aware of with the holidays is that shipping gets really tough, starting now, even this week. Really, the last day that I'm comfortable and Dawn's comfortable placing orders for things to arrive here on time would be Wednesday. So Wednesday morning is the morning that Dawn's going to place a giant order. We're going to expect a lot of supplies in. So I want you to kind of grab 2 ideas from this. One is, please, today, Monday, Tuesday, put things on the needs list that you know you're going to need. Be aware that you can stock up on those things, because for the next 2 weeks we're going to have kind of double holidays with the eve and the day falling on a Monday and Tuesday, making our orders really delayed coming in, especially with extra congestion in the shipping industry and delivery issues. This is also the time of year where we face weather delays with snow in places that like our manufacturers and our distributors are located. So I always encourage you to just be aware of those things and don't hold out to the last minute. This is a reason why we came up with those department needs list. So you can definitely concentrate on your particular area, see with ease what's already on there and add what's not that you know that you need. So think about it as stocking up. I'd love for everybody to give some good attention to this right away so that we don't have any kind of delay getting your item in. The next thing that I wanted to share, kind of in the light of parking, is announced this at Rounds earlier, maybe last week, and wanted to share that we did finalize this today. By the first of the year, we're going to have a towing company trying to patrol our area. And so what that's going to do is it's going to help to decongest our gravel parking lot in the early mornings where we have parking competition from neighboring businesses. And then also nights and weekends, we're having a lot of issues with some of our neighbor businesses, mostly the Hookah Lounge. I'm not afraid to blame them. They are definitely invading into other local business parking lots, and they are causing a lot of problems. We haven't experienced anything other than us utilizing their parking, but other businesses are experiencing vandalism, definite trespassing, like some crimes being committed in their parking, trouble with cars, break-ins, those kind of things. So to avoid that, we've enlisted the help with Anybody Towing is the name of the company that we're going to use. And so again, right around the holiday, you're going to see them starting to put up towing signs in our parking lot. It's really important for you to understand that before then, we will give you some parking decals to put on your vehicles. I'm going to try and start by giving everybody 2 window clings. That way, if you have 2 vehicles, you know, just take what you need, return what you don't. You can definitely tag those. And then we'll also have like a little transferable tag for if you know that you occasionally drive another extra vehicle that you can come and get and tag your areas. I wouldn't even be comfortable leaving a car here for 10 minutes without one of those tags, because they will definitely be patrolling morning, noon, and night, just looking for violators in those areas, and they'll tow those at others' expenses. Again, we have to do this because we want to protect you, first of all, and your vehicles, but we also want to protect our property and reduce our liability. And because we've had a huge expense from our business of purchasing these extra lots for parking, and if we can't utilize them safely and to our total advantage, it's a loss for our business. So we want to make sure that you guys do that. Again, before anybody's facing any kind of towing, I will definitely have decals on your vehicles and remind you probably more times than you care for, but just be aware that that's coming. Okay, so the next thing is I wanted to share that Lily is stepping forward from our resort team as our primary dog trainer for the last almost a year, I guess. Cullen has been our dog trainer, and he's decided that he wants to focus on nursing and growing his career that way. Lily came to us with significant experience and certification in the area of dog training. This is something that she's been definitely eager to start up, and she has a lot of great services that she can bring to the table with us and offer to our clients. So within the next week or so, she's going to put out a little memo in Slack describing to everybody what that looks like, and going forward explaining how she can be available for those services. I wanted to tell everybody that now because we all know that we experience a lot of new patients around the holidays, and with that becomes an opportunity to educate on services that we offer. So let's replace her name in that service promotion, and then also she will have a work list for if people are interested in reaching out to her and potentially utilizing her for those things. Upcoming in January, she will lead the puppy class that we'll offer. That's the 6-week training class that happens in the evenings. And then also in January, Alex is composing kind of another public CE, sort of like our senior talk, but this time focusing on puppies that people will be getting. It'll be ideal for first-time puppy owners, people who have been a little out of touch, or anybody who's really adding a puppy to their family. And Lily will speak at that as well as Alex. So it'll be kind of like a puppy whole life, not just focusing on behavior or training or medicine. It's going to be home care and everything thrown in there as well. We'll get you the dates on those as soon as we have them, probably within the next week or so. The next thing I wanted to share is that on social media, our Christmas giveaway is in full swing. We're giving away prizes every day. I'm sure you've been staying attuned or have at least heard of this. I wanted to remind everybody that as clients call to claim their prizes, we've been sharing with them on social media that as soon as we can, we'll get those into their records, but really they should be able to claim them after the first of the year. I'm just the most comfortable with that, with everything else that we have going on that I've kind of announced so far, keeping us busy. So just tell them as soon as it's available, we will let them know, or after the first of the year. I think that's just the easiest. As people become aware of prizes that they've won, we are trying to tag them or comment on them on Facebook, and then also send them private messages in the Messenger feature in Facebook. So those clients should be well aware. It's just if they try and claim early and you don't see that prize on their account yet, you don't have to leave a work list message. Just tell them, hey, it'll be on there after the first of the year. Okay, so the last big announcement that I have is a biggie. The resort team may already know about this, but now it's time to share with everybody. We decided as a company that we wanted to add mobile grooming kind of to our service repertoire, something that we want to do. And Bespoke Grooming, the grooming shop that used to be at the end of our street and then would exclusively mobile, the owners are moving out of state, and they decided to put their business up for sale, so we acquired it just last Friday. A couple details that go into that is we don't want to right away before the end of the year change the name of that business or really any of the dynamic. So although we now are in the process of buying it and have committed to buying it, it's still existing as Bespoke. So I'm telling you that for a couple reasons. One is we don't want to tell our clients yet that we're offering mobile grooming. That's kind of for your ears only to know what's coming down the pipeline. And then the second reason is that business as it is at full capacity of what we can manage just starting out. So we don't want to distract from our in-clinic or our in-salon business to try and move them to mobile just yet, and probably not for some time going forward. Rachel Aloya had actually worked for that company before and is very close with the previous owners. So she's going to take over operating that business just as it is and grooming in that van 4 days a week. That removes her from availability from our grooming schedule, except for Saturdays and maybe other days that she opens her availability up. So you have to know that if you've memorized her schedule and you help to schedule her with other clients, don't go just off your memory. Look at availability in Atlantis. The next thing that I would like for you to know out of that is, again, when you're describing her availability to clients, just tell them that she's working part-time right now and that she's available when she's available, and refer others to other groomers because she's going to be taking care of this other client base. Going forward after the first of the year, we will keep you updated on how things go. We refer to the mobile grooming unit as the van, and there are some things that have to happen with it. First, we'll have to take their brand off of the van and add ours to it, which may alter the availability. And then we're going to be looking to hire groomers to go into the van, which will be exciting. We're going to give all of our groomers the opportunity that they choose first, and then we will fill other openings in our in-salon schedule or our grooming van schedule with that. From there, once we figure out what we're available for, we'll open it up to existing clients or to new business from the public. But I do think that that's going to take some time, and it may even go into February before we can do that. So again, we'll use this update kind of feature that we do each week to keep you updated on that. Just know that that's really exciting for our groomers and for our business in general. So I'm looking forward to it. that's it for this week. Oh, no, it's not. Sorry, one other thing. I forgot. We are in the process of hiring for a couple of positions. So I wanted to share what those were and remind you of one other important thing. So right now we are hiring for a nurse, a groomer, and 2 pet care team members for the resort. And some of those are for open availability for team members that have left and that we need to replace for, or upcoming exciting services like the grooming, which opened up for a groomer. So please be aware of that and look to your friends, look to your social media, watch our social media and share job posts. All those things help. And remember, if you do meet someone or refer someone that you know, that we offer a referral reward for hiring. You get a certain amount of money if that person gets hired. You get more money if they make it past 90 days and so on. So it's really generous. You could earn hundreds of extra dollars for just helping us to fill those positions, because it's really important that we find the right person. Make sure that you don't just tell everybody and abuse that. We're looking for the right person, and we don't want to make extra work for Laura or any of our other management team who takes part in the hiring. We're looking for good people. One thing I like to do is when I get good service when I'm out and about, I like to kind of screen that person, like, do you like animals? Are you interested in a career change? I work for this great company, and then I give them a card with my name on it. Or I tell them how to get a hold of us and make sure I tell them to mention my name, and all those things work, and we've hired great people that way. So you might give it a shot. Sorry for that last thing. It was very important that I said it though, because it's important that we get the best team composed so that we can give the best care. Okay, I hope you guys have a great evening and a great rest of your week. And if I don't see you, Merry Christmas.